Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you I'm going to be showing you how to build a chassis with what just happened to my roof? Anyways, I'm going to be showing you how to build a chassis with solid axle in the rear and solid axle in the front. The front solid axle will have coilover, and then the rear will have leaf spring. So basically I'm just going to show you kind of what this is going to look like. Of course it won't be on the truck, but it will be on the chassis. But just in case you do want to just see what it looks like first, we have this solid axle on the front here. You can see here we have the trailing arms. Try to go for as much realism as I could. I usually just put like suspension piece and then a steering hinge here, and then just this axle, and that usually does what it needs to do. But this time I decided to actually go for a decent looking realistic suspension for solid axle. So there's that, just so you know. And then of course we got leaf spring. I wouldn't necessarily call it leaf spring though. It's interesting. It works decent though. It works actually pretty good. It actually does flex. Same with the front. Flex is good. So anyways, that's basically what I'm gonna be showing you how to build. Now as you might see, I do have the chassis in my blueprints, so if I do get stuck, I could just use that. So anyways, we're gonna get a 2x4, and then just put two of them like this, and then we'll get a 1x2 block, put it like this. Then we'll get a I guess two 1x2 blocks. Then we'll get a piston. We're gonna flip this upside down, make sure this is like this. Start position will be 0.3. Of course this would kind of just depend on where you're putting your piston, if you are putting this on a body. So just so you know, I'm sure you would figure that out. Oh shoot, also before we keep going, I forgot to say who recommended this. This was from Chasis 6166. So of course I'll put a comment on screen. They're basically asking if I could do this, gave me a challenge. So of course had to do it. Gotta keep the ideas going, and keep the viewers happy, So anyways, thank you to Chasis 6166 for the suggestion, and I hope this will help you. And yeah, that's about it. So now we're gonna put a go-kart seat here, and then of course make sure that the pistons don't have any controls. Then we're gonna get a steering hinge, put it like this, make sure it's going up and down, strength at 0. Of course you don't have to get rid of the controls because it doesn't need to be. Then we'll get a tube T facing inward, or facing outward, I think, or yeah, I think facing outward. Then we'll get another 0-dot steering hinge, and we want this one to be facing inward. Then we'll put a flat connector 1x2 on the back side. Then we'll get another flat connector 1x2, put it like this. Then we'll get a suspension piece like this, and put it over here. Then we'll put another steering hinge right here. Of course make sure this is going up and down, make sure this one is oriented this way and going up and down. And then if you are wondering, the reason I use this straight suspension is because when the piston pulls up, this stays with it, so meaning the axle here is going to be pulled up. In order to stop it from doing that, you use straight suspension, and it actually stretches it to where this part only goes up and the axle stays where it is. That we don't have any problems. So there's a tip there if you need it. Okay, so now we're gonna get a tube double T. I'm gonna put it like this. Put another one right here. Then we'll get a 1x4. Put it right here. Now this is one of the smaller ones. This is like the second smallest you can go. You could go a little smaller if you wanted to. So just so you know. Then we'll get a brand new steering hinge. Put it here. Put another one here. Then we'll get a 0 steering hinge. Put it right here. Then put another one here. Then we'll get straight suspension. Just going straight up. You can put as many as you want. I'm just gonna put 2. Then we're gonna flip this. And then just make sure it's going this way and this way, of course. Put that there and there. Then we'll get a flat connector 1x2. Connect this right here. And same thing here. And then I'll just go ahead and use a tube elbow. Do this. And then I'll put a 1x4 here. Then a 1x3 here. And then now we can just put a truck wheel, of course making sure it's going forward. And yep, seems to be good. Now we're gonna start working on the rear. So we're gonna go ahead and get a let's see, so if that's gonna be the bottom, so I think what I'll do is put a 1x3 actually on the back side here. Connect the piston on the bottom here. This one can just be 0.3 as well. Put these on the ends, and then we'll get a flat connector 1x2 right here and right here. Then we'll get another 0 steering hinge. Put this on right here. Then I'll get a straight suspension piece. Put it like this. And like this. And then something I forgot to cover. On these, the ones that are lateral like this, or wait, or horizontal. The ones that are like this, just put the dampening to 2 and then stiffness to 0.1. Stiffness to 0.1. And that'll keep it from doing things that you do not want it to do. Alright, so now for the second pair of steering hinges here. Right here, you're going to want to get rid of the controls because you're going to actually have to kind of mess with the strength on these. So I'm just going to go for 7 at the moment and just see how that does. So just put these, just these 2 right here, and then we're going to put another set right here after we put this tube T. Put it like this. Then get another tube T, put it like this. And then get that same steering hinge and then just put it on the back side right here. Once again, just make sure these have no controls, because if they do, it's not going to be good. Then we'll get another straight suspension, and then we'll just copy and paste all this to the other side. This is a 0 steering hinge on the ends and then strength in the middle. So there's something to remember. Alright, now we can get a tube elbow. We'll put it right here. Then get another tube elbow, put it right here. Then we'll get a 0 steering hinge and connect it from the tube T to the elbow right there. And of course make sure it's going up and down. And this tube T is going to be like this and this, and then get a tube 1x1 there, connect all that, and then put about 2 on the outside here. And then we'll get another truck wheel, connect that, and then we'll get a tube elbow, put that there and there, and then we think this will be a 1x4 and a 1x3, just like that. Connect all this together, And then I'll go ahead and toss a engine under here, or two actually. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of weight on the front as well. So, or well, I guess not a little bit. I'm gonna put like a 50 kilo block. Actually, no, I won't do that yet. I think I'll just soften this up a little bit. I think that's all it needs. Yeah. All right, so now we can kind of just mess around with this, test it out. If you already made it this far, so I mean, if you've already made it this far, you can go ahead and just take this chassis, go and mess around with it, or if you're just putting this on a build of yours, then hopefully you got it done, because this is basically the finished product. This is what you're gonna come out with, and of course, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any tips for how I might be able to improve it a little bit. But I mean, it's decent. It's not horrible. Leaf spring is definitely hard to make in Trailmakers. I haven't seen anybody else attempt it, at least on video, other than another fellow YouTuber, Runman. He kind of gave me the idea of using power couplings, and it was decent. It actually did work as a decent leaf spring, but just wasn't too good. So anyways, like I said, that's about it for this video. Pretty simple chassis, in my opinion, of course. I definitely like how this solid axle came out in the front though. Let me know your thoughts once again. But yeah, that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.